Protector of Wakanda, President James Mathis III. Cold logic, calculated extinction, evolution perfected. Jim Mescamin Ultron. Now you do see him. It's genius under pressure, always one heartbeat away from something bigger. Joe Zeta as Bruce Banner. Genius, billionaire. Stop me if you've heard this before. Armored Avenger. Josh Keaton. And of course, Southern Charm. Untouchable power and sugar with a sting. Lamar Zed.
Thanks, sugars.
Well, I can't wait for this panel. Every panel's gonna offer something a little bit different. Let me tell you. Well, it's great to have you all. Thank you so much for coming. What a room, right? What an incredible room.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. It's great. When we walked in and we saw all these people, we really just, this is awesome. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being everything that we're here for. We love all of you.
And everybody looks good. Everybody looks good tonight. Thank you.
That's some amazing bass players. It's great.
Well, listen, a couple of things to get us started. First of all, I think a great first question is, y'all go into the booth, you record it. Some of y'all came before, some later. How's it been seeing this game turn into what it has become for your hero and yourself as a voice actress?
This game has been the most amazing experience I've ever had in gaming. I have never seen T'Challa as a playable character, so to be able to hear the lines that we've done, to hear the emotes and have control over that is an awesome experience. And the fandom is amazing. Thank you all for receiving this.
Yeah, anytime you do a project, right, you take this big deep breath before it comes out, because once you do a piece of art, you release it into the wild and you have no idea what is going to happen afterwards. And you get these stories from you guys of people coming up to us at cons or shooting us emails or sending us tweets or whatever, and then we finally get to see what the impact was. Super, super cool. Really, really cool.
When I first came in, we actually had, I don't know if you guys did, but I had the luxury, it's a luxury in voiceover. You never really get to see even a small bit of the in-progress video. And with this, they showed us some of the alts, they showed us some of the moving around, and we actually got to see it rendered. And it was very immediately apparent that this was going to be a pretty kick-ass game. I mean, we've all done a ton of games, and some of the ones that you do, you're like, this might be cool, and other ones you're like, oh, it's a game. And then this one, we were like, well, at least I was. I wasn't. We weren't in the booth together, unfortunately.
First time I saw the trailer, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was like,
a lot of time we were there for pre-viz, and I had no idea what it was gonna look like.
Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is gonna kick ass, and it has. So.
Beautiful. Listen, these heroes, these characters, they've been around for decades, some even longer almost. Let me ask you, how do you honor what has come before, but then also bring your own spin to bring that hero character to life?
Well, I just listened to myself from back. Thanks, Sugars. I love watching the videos that you guys put together You know, all the screams that I used to do, for instance, is one where I just scream in all these different episodes. But I love watching and seeing the unique quality that you guys, the fans, bring to our characters and our shows. And so for me, coming into the game was an honor because, you know, I got to do Rogue in the 90s for all the kids. And then I had a whole career after that, and then Disney called me and said, hey, I've been in politics, and I was an elected official in Ottawa, a member of parliament, for 12 years. And they said, would you come back and play a superhero again for a whole new generation of kids? And I was like, you had me at hello, sugar. So I came back for X-Men 97, and then I'm glad that you guys get to see that, and we have season 2 coming out this summer. We're coming. So thank you for having me in the game, and thanks to Danny, and thank you to Michael and Bright Skull and everybody for making this such an incredible game. I love being in it, so thank you.
What? Iconic. I have to ask, Iron Man, obviously, people have been watching Iron Man now over the last couple of decades on the big screen, and how was that, Josh, taking over that here?
I mean, it's definitely big shoes to fill. And even though I'm not necessarily trying to do like an exact RDJ impression, because there's people that do that better than me. My buddy Mick Wingert, he's like the official RDJ guy, and he's spot on. But it would be dishonest for me not to at least like incorporate a good amount of that into the portrayal, because that's as you said, that's the Iron Man that people have known and loved for over a decade. You know, I'm not necessarily doing all of his vowels and his yous and all that, but it's really more of just the attitude and just kind of taking on that really dismissive personality where, you know, he makes his joke, and if you didn't get it, then you're just not cool enough to get it. And he's on to the next thing, and that's it. So.
Beautiful. Can I, we don't get enough Jarvis. Can I get a Jarvis clip that?
Jarvis, clip that?
That's really good. You know, I think they want some voice line. Let's do the same place. You guys have, you know, something, whatever you want to say, it's up to you. Lenore, we'd love to start with you, maybe.
Okay, I think I'd like to do Better Watch Out. I'm feeling a little touchy today. I love that line.
I guess I'll just leave my water there. Okay, yeah, let's see. I'll save the alt. We'll do that later. But yeah, let's. I never had kids, but I did have the Avengers. Same thing.
Science solves problems.
Well, I don't sound like Ultron. And I'm not like Ultron. Nobody in this room is like Ultron because he's a very unsympathetic character. Very inhuman. Very, like that.
But when I become Ultron, I lose all sense of humanity. Exterminate!
Is that what you use?
This is an unauthorized cast. It held trainings.
James?
Bast, grace us with victory! Wakanda forever!
Alright, now Joe, I want to go to you. You play Bruce Banner, which I have to ask first, like, when and if you play Rivals, do you just, like, ignore the Hulk? Do you just stay as your team must be?
He turns into the Hulk. That's a character you can play.
Not for you.
Yeah, I'm in a unique position where, like, if you're playing as me, there's a skill issue. So that being said, most of the time, yes, I am playing as me.
You tease me, I'm loving it, I'm telling you. But
Don't. They really don't.
No, let me ask, when you're recording as Bruce, like, do you have to, like, let a little bit of you have, like, the Hulk just waiting to burst out? Is that kind of,
Well, the cool thing about this version of Bruce is it's one where he went to therapy. Right? Like, he kind of internalized that anger, was like, okay, what if I put it in a belt? And I can just kind of, like, take it out when I need it, and otherwise it's okay. But otherwise, the version of him was basically, they were like, look, you know, Bruce is a troubled character in a lot of his portrayals. He's kind of like a Bruce Bummer. But in this case, they were just like, be a dork. And I was like, oh, this is my moment. And so that was it. I just made it a big dork. And it, I don't know, it worked for me.
Are you in the cosplay competition later? Or is this...
Why would you ask that?
We have one. If you wanna... Moving on, we've got James. Mathis the third. Let me ask you, you have been obviously voicing T'Challa for so long now, and with all of that, James, first I want to ask, how can you relate to this hero who, you know, represents legacy, culture so much? We've seen him on the big screen now here in Rivals. How has that been, and how can you best relate to, you know, the Black Panther?
I have my own portrayal of him that began before Chadwick's. I honor him much in the same way that you said. The public awareness of Black Panther is largely based on Chadwick's performance, and those who are in anime and games and animation have tracked my performance as well. So I try to stay true to what I have presented as my interpretation of the character, and I rest on that.
Beautiful, beautiful. This has been a wonderful experience tonight. It's been a pleasure. Jim.
Is it?
Mr. Ultron.
Yes.
How do you approach Ultron's dialogue? Is it, you know, through rhythm, mechanically? Does it feel like disturbingly human? I mean, you have a tough assignment.
Yeah, well, how do I approach it? I sneak up on the lectern gently. The thing about Ultron is that one thing that's great about it is that a lot of the bane of the video game actor's existence is the efforts, the grunts, the dying sounds, the screaming, and all these things that really thrash your throat. Luckily, Ultron seems to make no efforts at all. So he just says his lines and walks out. And it's lovely. So all I have to do is just diminish all my empathy and shout, you know, but I never have to go, it just never. He doesn't, I don't know. Does he have no muscles, no esophagus? I don't know.
Beautiful, beautiful. Ultron mains here. There's at least 6 of them. Maybe 7.
We'll go out to dinner.
Alrighty, Josh. Listen, you know, I've got to ask. You have a long relationship with storytelling inside Disney, and now into Marvel. Have you had any of that, you know, familiarity shape how you brought this voice to life, and has that aided you where you are today?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say, my favorite, a lot of people probably know that my favorite character is always going to be Spider-Man. I'm sure I've read since I could read, and he's my favorite Marvel character. But along with that has come just a huge involvement in Marvel, and reading Marvel as a fan, watching Marvel movies, playing Marvel games. And I'd say that all that kind of stuff, when you go into the booth, you don't really, a lot of the times you don't really get a lot of information about the game that you're working on. So a lot of it is flying by the seat of your pants. You have to ask a lot of questions. And again, shout out our wonderful voice director, Michael, who's always there with the answers to everything. But it really helped me in this sense of already kind of having a point of view about everybody who I interacted with and had to do those interaction lines with. Because again, like if you're just saying it, then you're just saying words. But you need to feel a certain way about each person that you're interacting with, and that's going to kind of help bring those to life and color them and all that. So my familiarity with Marvel definitely helped with that. Made that an easier thing in the booth for sure.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Lenore,
Yes, sir.
you have portrayed Rogue for decades.
Correct.
What does it feel like returning to her in this new era, like Marvel Rivals and obviously X-Men '97?
Well, to be honest, I think the world needs the X-Men back again. What do you think? I think the world could use a little X-Men. So it's interesting to be back at a time when so much is going on around the world, so much destruction and devastation and so many people being killed. It's really sad. And of course in our show and in the game, we do a lot of fighting, we do a lot of killing, but in the X-Men, one of the things I love about us is a line that Rogue says in Excalibur, which is a comic book. She says, what defines us is hope. That's why we X-Men never give up. So I want to leave that with you because we need hope in this world, and keep loving on each other and keep appreciating each other and accepting each other as we are, and let's try and build a better world together.
Thank you. It's so funny to hear some of you, you project the voice, and others it's just like when y'all are talking, and especially going from Josh to you as well, like it just feels like I'm in the room with Rogue and Iron Man more, as well as you all. Listen, let's get some more voice lines, all right? And maybe an ultimate, maybe a favorite of yourselves. Lenore, would you like to kick us up?
Boy, well, I might have to put the mic down and stand up for this one. Ready? And if you want to do it with me, you know what to say. I take everything!
Well, I know one that people were like, no, we can't hear it anymore, was when Gambit might fall in battle. Maybe. We get the, I'll be Gambit, he's banned anyway, but
Give the people what they don't want.
Sugar, I can't feel you.
Well, that's heartbreaking.
Try saying it in a game. Where you killing people.
Gambit's banned a lot, don't worry, so you don't hate too much. Right now.
I will save you.
Josh.
Oh.
This one's not in the game, but clearly you don't own an air fryer.
I guess I'll try to keep my shirt on for this one.
I'm hulking out! Sugar, I can't.
That's cruel. He's so mean.
He's mean. He has no empathy.
Mean.
Not a good role model. All you guys that like him, that's fine.
Are you ready to hunt?
Can we hear the old?
Oh, yes, of course. Tremble before Bast!
It's so fun to see Black Panther. I want to say hated it on season 0, but there was a lot, but now the graph's trending up again. I mean,
Moving more toward love.
I think we got an old side of, Jim, Josh, we haven't heard.
Okay, are we doing it now?
It's time.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Maximum pulse!
This is the age of Ultron!
Well, what an incredible panel. Anything else you guys want to say before we let
Well, I think we should all just take a second to acknowledge that the great Stan Lee is the reason we're all performing. Let's not leave him out.
anything else?
Well, I hope Friday got this on video.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your